Randy Kohler has confirmed there was a tornado hit. Emergency vehicles standing behind me, there's dozens of them. I was here earlier. We had 2 cars, it appears, involved in this accident. A man is fighting for his life tonight.
What are you seeing, Eric?
Whitney, I must have drawn the short stick putting an Arizona boy like me out in this weather. It has been just as miserable, just about as it can get for state line drivers today. A little bit more information on this. 2 suspects are now in custody, I'm being told, and I have to correct myself. I said Rockford police. They actually set up the perimeter. So actually, I'm gonna have to get out of the way right now for an ambulance to come by. The show must go on, and now a month later, it finally is, right here on center stage. Honestly, 20 minutes ago, there was a building right behind me. Successful this movie will be. This river looked more like an I-90 traffic jam during rush hour with ice. It was incredible. Over 150 students are going to be getting some hands-on training. Safety is what Trunk or Treat Night is all about, at least from the parents' perspective. Kids, on the other hand, so imagine where I'm standing right now. 3 feet of water up to my waist. A very special visitor is at the front door. And this is the Adopt a Family program. And look, it's Santa.
You're watching a Rockford Ice Hogs Intermission Report from 23 News.
Welcome to the Ice Hogs Intermission Report. I'm Eric O'Brien. Well, there's no by-the-book way to stop a car chase. It just comes down to your gut instinct. That's what Winnebago County Sheriff Deputy Chief Scott Myers tells 23 News. And according to Myers, safety is the most important thing to weigh in a car chase scenario. And we warn you, the video we're about to show you gives us an idea of the danger, but it is very graphic.
For officer safety, you really can't get much better.
With a push of a button, it could save lives.
Officers nationwide that have been injured and killed trying to deploy stop sticks and they get hit by the suspect vehicle or other traffic. There's a rope attached to it.
Winnebago Deputy Chief Scott Myers tells me this $3,500 Nighthawk stop stick can end a car chase from a safe distance, up to 100 feet to be exact. Instead of having to toss a heavy chain and pull, Myers hopes this new equipment will keep the mothers and fathers who work in law enforcement out of harm's way. A very real danger caught by this graphic dashcam video of one Dane County deputy trying to end a pursuit in 2008. Incredibly, he survived. But Myers says that's why choosing to end a chase comes down to gut instinct.
Chasing someone for a felony at 2 o'clock in the morning down Meridian Road is a lot different than chasing someone for a felony down West 8th Street at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when school's out.
He says public safety is first and foremost, but there is always another not so obvious factor to consider.
We certainly don't want to set a suspect vehicle up for failure, and what I mean by that is set stop sticks up to where we know there's going to be some sort of adverse reaction on a curve or on a motorcycle or things like that. But we have to protect the people that we're chasing too. According
to Myers, the spikes detach from the strip on impact, and about 60 seconds later, the suspect is running on rims, which helps authorities make a safe arrest. In Winnebago County, Eric O'Brien, 23 News.
The last thing I want is them to forget. It's nothing that should ever be forgotten.
They say time is relative.
To a lot of people, it's been 5 short months. To you people, it's been the longest 5 months of your lives.
On April 9th, a tornado ripped apart a small town piece by piece.
We didn't understand, I don't think, the things that could happen to you and the things that could take people away from you.
Now Fairdale is coming together to celebrate the completion of new homes for the first group of families at this park many say they weren't sure they'd ever see again.
There's still hope for us, and now we are strong. And we're going to stay in contact with each other.
I have a lot of uncles now. I have a lot of cousins and sisters and brothers in this town that I love dearly.
The town also honored first responders and other people who have been vital in helping families like Donald Brown's find a sense of normal again.
They put it together when we couldn't. We wouldn't be where we're at now without them.
All of them holding stones like these that were blessed in prayer, together, hand in hand, as a constant reminder.
People need to cherish what they have and be thankful for what they have, because tomorrow it could go away.
Through all the pain, all the suffering, all the loss, the words thankful and blessed ring throughout a community. Once lost, now has found each other. In Fairdale, Eric O'Brien, 23 News. A 23-year-old man is dead after Rockford police find him shot in his car. Will it snow for Christmas? Well, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Mark Henderson. While the Illinois state budget is still in disarray, revenue from video gaming statewide continues to pour money into Springfield's coffers. Credit scammers are after this thing. They'll actually take pictures with their camera phone of your credit or debit card. So when you're in line and swiping, you want to get those numbers out of sight. You could call this driveway yours, and it's only chump change at a measly $1.1 million. This team is doing more than just striking out batters. Looks like on Airport Drive today. This is what it could look like. A vaccination may help dogs like Titan here. This is actually a level 1 hazmat suit. Test subjects in this study have to wear this geodesic sensor net to make it a more welcoming atmosphere for families to come in. However, as you can see today, the gates are down. Watch as Robin Kirsch from McChesney Park appears to block the associate's view of her son and daughter picking up the puppy, and then her daughter putting it in her jacket before running out of the store. We fast forward 3 minutes later, getting some chest congestion, waking up. After a few follow-up questions, Katie makes a diagnosis.
Viral upper respiratory infection.
Marquees like this one are going to read Star Wars all night. 24 showings. The last one starts at 2 a.m.
3. Comes right out.
And then we talked. We reached out to Chrysler to confirm the move. The company declined to comment. Actually gives you instructions, so you're about to hear this. This is a trainer, no needle, pull it.
Eric O'Brien has been following this story. It's been weeks now, and what's the delay?
It's absolutely been weeks, and it's just the same thing, just another week. It's a great story to be a part of. Drummer is rehabbing well ahead of schedule. Investigators still do not know what caused the accident.
I'm so glad to see he's doing better. What happened to that other driver?
It's a much different story, and unfortunately a much sadder story. The other driver was Stan Marugula, and right now his family is drowning in medical bills. He did not have health insurance at the time, so his wife and kids, he's still sitting in the hospital bed, and they are praying for a miracle. So you're telling me there's a chance? Well, there is. However, at this point, we are about 10,000 times more likely to get struck by lightning this year, and over 100 times more likely to be eaten by a shark. Some people are considering leaving their cars unlocked to save them a car window. However, police caution that will only create more crime because it makes us an easier target. 40,000 pounds of hot dogs a week. That's a mouthful. Maybe more scary is that just over my right shoulder here are some kids playing basketball, almost as if nothing happened 2.5 hours ago. Now, police are not sure at this time if this is related to any gang activity. They do not have any suspects. However, they are questioning persons of interest. We'll stay on this. For now, reporting in Northwest Rockford, Eric O'Brien, 23 News. Whitney?